So for today's video, I'm going to do a one brand tutorial on a high-end brand. This time I do have one with ColourPop and I have one with NYX. Just in case you're interested, I will leave them down below just in case you like these one brand tutorials. It's almost like a challenge because not everything a brand will do is like perfect. But I mean, Too Faced is almost there. It's up there. I think the only thing that they don't have or they're good at, it's highlight. I mean, bronzer, blush, powders, foundation, concealer, like everything is so good from Too Faced. So yeah, if you want to see how I achieved this makeup look using only Too Faced products with the exception of my lip liner and also the brows, because I'm 100% sure they don't have any brow products. I may be wrong, but I think that's the only thing they're lacking. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe down below if you want to see more one brand tutorials or any other makeup related, beauty related, lifestyle related videos from me. Let's get started. So let me zoom you in. Okay, so I'm going to start by priming my lids, and I'm going to be using obviously my favorite concealer from Too Faced. This is the multi-use sculpting concealer. If you have not tried this, I mean, this is just a lot more hydrating and more natural than the Tarte Shade Tape, but it's essentially the same thing. I am obsessed, and I am using the shade Golden Beige to prime my lids. It is the lighter shade that I use. Like, in my opinion, I do not invest in lid primers. If you're someone that does, they do have a lid primer. So then I'm going to be using two of my favorite palettes from Too Faced, and that is the Gingerbread and the Chocolate Gold. I know the chocolate one was like very popular, but the Chocolate Gold just looks like this. You have not seen it. I have like a New Year's look with this, using this palette if you want to see that. And I do have a video using 3 looks 1 palette. That's why I wanted to use this one and that one together just so it wouldn't be too repetitive. The other ones that I have, my favorite one was a Bonbons palette, but I found that I guess it expired or something because that was one of the first high-end palettes that I bought aside from the chocolate bar palette, and I loved that one. I loved it, a lot of it, but I guess because I've had it for so long. I mean, I've had it probably going on 4 years. Like, it's totally expired, and so the formula is really dry, and I was just wondering, like, man, I wonder if I changed my mind on this palette or if it just, like, you know, like the formula just kind of dried out. So this one, as you can see, it only has a brown, a black, and then just a highlighting shade right here. So yeah, it's very limited to what you can do on the crease. However, I mean, I feel like that's an excellent palette. Okay, so I'm gonna start with Gingerbread Latte, which is this one right here. Be using the shade Reindeer Paws, which kind of has glitter, but I know that when I blend it into my crease, it's not gonna be like a nude eyeshadow, so it's fine. It's gonna be more of like a satin finish, like once you blend it out. I'm gonna be using a little bit of Figgy Pudding, which is this pink one right here, and add just like a little bit, just the tip of my brush, and just toss that on top of my crease, just so it could look a little bit more blended. I'm using this shade, it's from the Gold palette. I'm gonna be using Famous, the shade Famous, which is just like a gold coppery shade. And I don't want to do like a cut crease or anything, just because I want this to be as simple as possible. I don't want it to be like a super glammed look, so just something simple that you could essentially wear day to day if you wanted to, you know. This actually is such a pretty eyeshadow. I'm just not used to gold eyeshadows. I tend to just gravitate more towards like pinky shades and, you know, anything other than gold. Okay, I'm gonna use Reindeer Paws, which is just a deep brown shade, and actually smoke it out a little bit. If you want something a little bit more glammed up, you can totally check out my other video with the 3 looks using this gingerbread palette. And I do like a cut crease, a halo eye, so it's a lot more glammed if you're looking for something more like that. For primer, I'm going to be using, of course, the Too Faced. I'll be using the Hangover Replenishing Face Primer. This has coconut water. It's super famous. I mean, I feel like this is why Too Faced is known in the first place, because of this and the chocolate bar palette. So I like the stickiness of this primer. It's not like super sticky, but it's sticky enough to where you feel like, okay, I feel like my foundation will last a pretty long time. Really love this foundation. To me, Too Faced knows how to make a good foundation. I mean, I adore these two so much. The Peach Perfect and the Born This Way. Jackie and I collaborated with them to expand their shade range in this one. So if you can find your shade in this one, because I think they do only have like 20 shades in this one, which sucks. But this one does have like 35. I believe like 35 or 32 shades. So I don't know. I mean, I've used this multiple times on my channel, and then this one I think I've only used it to try out the battle of the concealer with this one with the Tarte Shape Tape. So I'll use this one, I guess. And as you can see, it has pretty good medium coverage. It just looks so pretty, so natural. I am obsessed with this foundation. So for concealer, like I said, I'm gonna be using the shade Natural Beige. Using the shade Golden Beige. Honestly, I would totally invest in like a contour shade, but I suck at picking out my contour shade. So with the lighter shade, I'm just gonna use this to make my nose appear a little bit smaller. Yeah, I mean, I do like to cream contour a lot. Just use the e.l.f. one, the e.l.f. concealer, or the ColourPop one. Scared to buy a concealer, and then if it's too dark, because it is a $29 concealer. Like, it's like, I don't know about that. Very nice powders. I'm pretty sure, I don't know which one I've used on my channel before. I'm trying to use something that I haven't used before here on my channel. Use both. Why not? Why not? Okay, underneath my eyes, I'm gonna be using this one just because it's a lot more smoothing than this one, and the other one's more natural. So in other places, I'll use the other one. And this one smells like peach, like straight up peach, and it tastes like peach. And it just like melts into your skin, as you can see right there. I really like it. It just like smooths it out. And I like this one because it also kind of hides my face. I'm gonna be using the Too Faced Born This Way powder. They both have these stoppers right here. And so it's good to travel with them and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm pour about like that much and then just like set the rest of my face. Yeah, set my lips too if you want. However, I do reach for the mattifying one. I mean, I guess if you have more normal to dry skin, I would recommend the Born This Way. And then if you're more like oily, then this one. Oh my god, I look like a ghost. It's so weird seeing my face like set without, you know, like being contoured and everything, because I'm just so into like cream contouring, cream blush, cream everything, which I will be doing a video on that very soon. For highlight, using this palette because I don't own like a Too Faced highlight, so whatever, it's no big deal. So I'm gonna be using a combination of these two because one of them is very yellow and then the other one's very pink. So I mean, and I've said this in my yearly favorites video that I like this palette but the highlights in here were not natural at all. Like I was expecting something more like the essence powders, something more natural, you know. Like I would have been like better off with something like that, because those are just like buildable, but these, I mean, the color sucks. So I'm gonna use a little bit more of the pink just to go over top. And together they don't look so bad, like so yellow and so pink, but still they're not my favorite. So I'm gonna be using my favorite bronzer of all time, the Sweet Heart bronzer in the shade Sweet Tea. I really like the color of this bronzer. Like it's so cool toned and it bronzes you at the same time, and it kind of also gives you a glow. Like if you're not into highlight but you want your bronzer to give you like some sort of sheen, then I mean, pick this up. It's so good. What did I drop? I don't know. For blush, I'm gonna be using a combination of these two. This is what I always use anyway. I'm obsessed with these two blushes, so yeah, I just mix them. I know a lot of people don't like that the blush trend on your nose, but I think it's cute. I don't know, like some people say like, oh, it looks like you're sick. Whatever, bro. A little bit of this bronzer right here. It's a little bit light, but just to kind of mesh my bronzer and just mesh everything together. 100% sure they don't have any brow products, which I was like, oh, like I just thought about that right now. So I'm gonna be doing my brows just how I normally would do them, and then I'll be right back. Actually, before I leave, let's just do our eyeliner. So I'm using the eyeliner, the Too Faced Stretch Marker. You're so Too Faced. So let me zoom you in. Should I do a wing liner? I mean, I haven't done one in a long time. I don't like it. Okay. I haven't done my eyeliner in so long. I don't care. But let me clean it up because I mean, that's as like straight as I'm gonna get it. I feel like from far away it's not so bad. It's not so bad. Okay, doing my brows off camera with my Hourglass brow pencil, and then the new Precise pencil from e.l.f. So yeah, I'll be right back. So I'm back, and now I just need mascara and lips. So of course I'm using Too Faced. I'm not even. Do they even have like another mascara? I remember this was everyone's favorite mascara back in the day. I'm gonna actually go into gingerbread, which is this one right here. It's a little bit more deep. Gingerbread Paws, which is this one right here, the very deep brown, and just on the very outer corner, just keep that there in the lash line, just so it could be a little bit smoky. Frost Bite Me, which is just this white shade right here. My brow bone. I'm gonna use this shade right here, this golden shade right here, as a highlight, and see if I can. I'm gonna move on to lips, and for lips I have the liquefied lipstick in the shade Nude. So let me go ahead and grab a lip liner. Alright, so then this is the final look. Okay, so that was everything for this video. This lipstick is very, very comfortable. I wouldn't say it lasts a pretty long time on your lips, but it is very comfortable. It's not like drying. I like everything from Too Faced. Everything I recommend. It's just a matter of can you afford it or not, because I mean it is a very high-end brand, and this is the first high-end brand that I do a one brand tutorial on. But I mean, I think this is my favorite foundation. I mean, I didn't realize how much I like this brand until today. So that is everything that I have for this video. If you liked it, make sure you give me a thumbs up. I would highly appreciate it. Yeah, I want to thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video, and hopefully I can see you on the next one. Bye.